Hi students, hi everyone, and welcome back to Geeks for Geeks. And welcome to a new session. Today we are going to solve maybe two or maximum, like minimum two or maximum three problems. And today's problems are of 2D arrays and as well as binary search tree. Okay, so let me see who all are here in the class, and then I'll start with today's class. So we have became coder with us in the class, and other students also can quickly say hi so that I can understand that who all are here in the class, and then I will start the class. So as you guys already know, let me just quickly tell you about what we are basically trying to do over here in this class is basically we are preparing for BioWizard School Coding Tournament 2.0, which is going to happen on 26th of February. We already had one contest on 26th of January, so we are only left with 15 days. And now you know about the rewards. Students can get prizes up to 5 lakhs, so do participate, and all the school students can participate in this. We have recommended this for class 8 to 12 because the level of questions will be little difficult, so that's why we have recommended for that class, but all the school students can participate. Okay, and here by clicking here you can go and see the syllabus for this BioWizard School Coding Tournament, and we also have a free school guide now for all of you students. So basically this is the detailed syllabus of everything. Basically this is all that is going to come in the tournament, and we are going to have 20 MCQs and 2 coding questions, and you're going to get I guess let me check. Yeah, so you are going to get 1.5 hour for solving all of that, and we do have a free school guide now. So basically this is a school guide for all the students, and it is totally free for all of you. Okay, and these are all the mentors instructors we have in this school guide. Okay, so yeah, basically that's it, and we have multiple courses for multiple classes. We have courses for class 1st to 4th, 5th to 8th, 9th to 12th, so you can just go and check out and start learning from here. Now let's just get back to the what we are going to do today. So basically I'm picking up questions from this practice website of Geeks for Geeks, and earlier we were doing school level questions. Now we are doing some basic and easy level questions, and slowly we are going to improve the level, and we are going to cover some medium and hard level problems over the period of time. But for now we are going to do only easy and basic level of questions. So today we have 3 questions with us. Number 1 is this snake. Okay, just give me a second, let me just remove this code. Okay, so we have this matrix in snake, like we have to print this matrix in a snake pattern. You know, matrix is a 2D array, and here you have to print it in a 2D manner. First of all, like if this is our matrix, 10 20 30 40 50 60 70 80 27 29 47 48 and 32 33 39 50. So you have to go in this pattern, and you have to print elements in this way. Okay, next question that we are having in like over here is sum of upper and lower triangle, and another one is minimum element in the binary search tree. So we are going to see both of that questions in a bit. First of all, let's see this first question. So as you can see in this, you guys already know that I will be teaching you, like I will be coding in Java, but if you just want to know the algorithm and how things are working, you can just understand the algorithm, and then you can write in the code that you want. You can basically change the code language from here. We have C, C++, Java, Python, C Sharp, JavaScript. Okay, we have multiple languages over here. So the first question over here is that we have a matrix of n by n size, and we have to print all the elements of matrix in a snake like pattern. The pattern is listed below. So for example, let's just quickly take an example. Let's just assume that this is the matrix. Okay, this is our matrix. Let's just take this first example: 45, 48, 54, 21, 89, 87, and 70, 76, and 15. Okay, so this is our matrix. So if I will ask you to print the elements in the snake pattern, so what will be the snake pattern? The snake pattern will be like this. You will go like this, then you will come down, then you will go like this. So this is the pattern. Okay. Okay, then you're going to come like this, and then you're going to print all the elements in this manner. Okay, so basically this sort of manner. Okay, this sort of manner is basically the snake like pattern, and you have to print elements like this. So here you can see, first of all, we have in the output we have 45, then we have 48, then we have 54, then we have 87, 89, 21, then 70, 78, 15. Okay, so I hope that the question is clear. Now if anyone have any idea, if your students have any idea how you can solve this, just quickly tell me. What do you think about this, like how you can solve it? Do you have any idea about the algorithm for this problem, like any sense, like any sort of like idea or solution you have in your mind? Just quickly tell me in the live chat, and after that I'm going to explain you how you can basically do this. But for now, let's just check if you guys have any idea. So you can see that we have to return an array list, and we have a array. Okay, 2D array हमारे पास है, and we have to return a array list. Okay, so first of all, because we are going to return a array list, so we are going to create a array list, and inside that array list we are going to just add these elements in this manner. Okay, now for adding these elements in this manner, what we have to do is, you have to always see that this is your row 0, this is your row 1, this is your row 2. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me just take the above example, because that's a little bigger example that is basically going to help you in understanding things in a better way. So as you can see here, we have 4 rows. This is row 0, this is row 1, this is row 2, and this is row 3. Okay, so in this example, if you will see this question carefully, you can understand that for every even row, we are going in this manner, right? And for every odd row, we are going in opposite manner. Okay, if you will observe this carefully, you will understand that for every even row, you are going from 0 to n. Okay, this is 0 and this is n minus 1. Okay, and for every odd row, you are going from n minus 1 to 0. So for even, we are going 0 to n minus 1, and for odd, we are going n minus 1 to 0. Okay, this is our path basically. So from here, you can understand that whenever you want to traverse a 2D matrix, first of all, you need 2 loops, right? You need 2 loops, and if you will check the time complexity, the expected time complexity is O of n square. Okay, O of n square. Okay, so basically you are going to use 2 loops for this. So how now you can understand, like how you are going to come up with the idea that for which row you are going to move like this, and then for which row you are going to move like this. So as I already told you, that for every even row you are going to move in this direction from 0 to n minus 1, and for every odd row you are going to move from n minus 1 to 0. Now it has become now it has become really simple. So I hope that from here you can easily understand the concept that we are going to use in this. So let's just quickly create an array list. So array list, and this array list will be of type integers, and list equal to new array list. Okay, and now basically this is going to have all the answers. Now as I told you that we are going to have 2 for loops. First one will be I, int I equal to 0, and I will go till where I is less than n. Okay, and okay, we don't have n. Let's also create n. Int n is basically the size, so n is equals to matrix dot length, matrix dot okay, matrix dot length से we are going to get the size of the array, and then I plus plus. Now for every row, what we are going to do is we are going to have a j loop, जो कि हमारा rows like columns में traverse करने के लिए help करेंगे आएगा. So for every column we have a condition. जो आपका column loop है, उसके लिए आपके पास एक condition है कि अगर आपकी row even row है, तो आपका j loop 0 से n minus 1 तक चलेगा, and अगर आपकी row odd row है, तो आपका loop n minus 1 से 0 चलेगा. Okay, so you are going to have a condition over here. If your basically your I mod 2 is equals to 0. Basically if your row is even, If your row is even, then in that case what you're going to do is, in that case you're going to move in the direction 0 to n minus 1. Okay, so here you're going to have a j loop for int j equal to 0 and j is less than n and j plus plus, right? इस direction में move करोगे for every even row, right? So now what you're going to do is you're just going to add your element in the list. So list dot add, and element कैसे निकालोगे आप? Matrix, and then matrix में I j आप put कर दो. Put. That's how you have put the element for all the even rows, right? ये even rows के लिए हो गया. Now let's just do the same thing for odd rows. Otherwise, if it is not even, then it's odd, right? So for odd rows, what you have to do is you have to have another for loop, and here int j equals to n minus 1. Okay, so ये last से चलेगा, and j is greater than 0, greater than equal to 0, and j minus minus. Now here you are going to have reverse loop, and here what you're going to do is, again you're just going to add the element in list dot add matrix of I and j. Okay, so this is pretty much clear and simple. I hope किसी को कोई doubt नहीं होगा. Now once you have done this, you just have to return the array list. For that you just have to write return statement, return list. आप list को return कर दो, and I hope by doing this you are done with the code. So now let's just compile this and let's see if this is working or not. If anyone is having any doubt in this, you can just quickly tell me, like ask me, and I will be more than happy to answer your doubts. Let's just also submit this. Compile ho gaya. Let's just see if this is running for all the test cases or not. Okay, so as you can see that we have passed all the test cases. Okay, so yeah, now let's just go to the next question, and if anyone is having any doubt, just quickly ask me, and let me just remove this code from here. Basically, okay, so now the next question is sum of upper and lower triangles. Again, this is a question of 2D array. You are given a 2D array, and what you have to do is you have to find two sums. One sum will be the sum of upper triangle, and another sum will be the sum of lower triangle. Okay, so here again you can see that you are going to return an array list. आप एक array list return कर रहे हो, and again the sum जो दोनों sum है वो आप array list में store करोगे. So what you can do is आप simply एक दो sum variables बनाओ and एक array list बनाओ. Then you have to think about a solution where you can first you can just get the sum of all the upper triangle, like upper triangle के जितने elements हैं उनका sum, and then lower triangle के जितने elements हैं उसका sum. So let's start discussing this question with the help of an example. So here also you can see the time complexity is big O of n square. So yeah, let's just see the first example. So the input is n is equals to 3, and we are given a matrix. And now let's see this. See, so if I will just make a line on the diagonal, so diagonal के साथ जितने भी ये ऊपर वाले elements है, this is the upper triangle, this is our upper triangle, and this another one is our lower triangle. Let me just make it with different color. So yeah, this is our lower triangle. Okay, so this is upper triangle, this is lower triangle. Now your task is to find the sum of upper triangle elements and lower triangle elements. Now if anyone is having any idea that how you can just do this, how you can achieve this, just quickly let me know. And in the meanwhile, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create two sum variables, int sum1 equal to 0, and also, okay, let me just put a comma. sum 2 equal to 0. And we are also going to create a array list. So array list, because we have to return an array list, right, of these sum. Okay, I'm waiting for your responses. Hi Saurabh. If anyone is having any idea about how you can just do the sum of upper triangular matrix and lower triangular matrix, just quickly let me know in the chat section, and then I will start explaining you. See, so let me just give you a idea. See, for example, if this is my matrix 6 5 4 1 2 5 and 1 9 7. So let me do one thing. Let me also write the index aij. Let me just write the element in the, just assume that this is array a, and aij के format में मैं इनकी positions लिख देती हूँ. A00, A01, A02, right? A10, A11, A12, A20, A22, sorry, 21, and A22, right? This is the position of all the elements. Now if you will carefully observe, for all the elements of the upper triangular element के upper triangle के जो elements हैं उनके अंदर okay, Rudra is saying no idea. Saurabh, what you want me to repeat? Can you please tell that what you want me to repeat? So basically this is our matrix, and इसमें ये पिंक वाला जो पार्ट है ये हमारा लोअर ट्राइंगल है, एंड जो ब्लू वाला पार्ट है दिस इज आवर अपर ट्राइंगल. सो वी हैव टू फाइंड द सम ऑफ एलिमेंट्स ऑफ लोअर ट्राइंगल एंड ऑल्सो द सम ऑफ एलिमेंट्स ऑफ अपर ट्राइंगल. सो यहाँ पे मैंने इस मैट्रिक्स को लिखा है, एंड इस मैट्रिक्स को लाइक उनकी प्रॉपर पोजीशन के हिसाब से, लाइक हाउ डू वी रेफर, A00 इज दिस एलिमेंट, A01 इज दिस एलिमेंट. हमने हर एक एलिमेंट की जो इंडेक्स होती है वो लिख दी है. ठीक है. नाउ आई एम जस्ट टेलिंग यू हाउ यू कैन थिंक अबाउट सॉल्विंग दिस क्वेश्चन. ओके, लोअर ट्राइंगल. ओके, दिस इज द लोअर ट्राइंगल. इफ दिस इज माय मैट्रिक्स, सो डायगोनल और डायगोनल के नीचे वाले जितने भी एलिमेंट्स हैं ये लोअर ट्राइंगल है. दिस इज माय लोअर ट्राइंगल. Okay, all these elements are in the lower triangle, and let me just get another color, and this is my upper triangle. Okay, green is not a good color for this. Let me get another one. Okay, let me get this. Okay, this is my upper triangle. ये मेरा upper triangle है. ठीक है. डायगोनल दोनों ट्राइंगल्स में रिपीट होगी. ठीक है ना. फॉर द अपर ट्राइंगल, अगर मैं अपर ट्राइंगल की बात करूं तो अपर ट्राइंगल में कौन कौन से एलिमेंट है? A00. अगर आप लोगों को कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम हो दिखे ना स्क्रीन पे प्रॉपरली, तो जस्ट डू लेट मी नो. सो इन द अपर ट्राइंगल मेरे कौन कौन से एलिमेंट्स हैं? A00 प्लस A01 प्लस A02 प्लस A11 प्लस A12 plus A22, right? These are the elements of upper triangle. Now upper triangle में आप एक चीज ऑब्जर्व करो that ये वाला जो पहला इंडेक्स है मेरा, ये I से रिप्रेजेंट, ये I रिप्रेजेंट करता है एंड ये J रिप्रेजेंट करता है. अगर मैं दो फॉर लूप चलाऊं एंड फर्स्ट फॉर लूप मेरा I से चले एंड दूसरा फॉर लूप मेरा J से चले, तो फर्स्ट वाली इंडेक्स जो है वो I से हम जनरली रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं, दूसरी वाली हम J से रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं, राइट? सो इन अपर ट्राइंगल you can observe that always like J is greater than or equal to I. So for all the indexes in a matrix, for all the indexes where J is greater than equal to I, वो सारे indexes मेरी upper triangle में आती है. If I will talk about any of the lower one, let's talk about this 9. So this is A21. So क्या यहाँ J greater than equal to I है? नहीं, यहाँ J greater than equal to I नहीं है. So upper triangle की एक condition यहाँ से आप अच्छे से अपने दिमाग में बैठा लो that for upper triangle including diagonal, you always have J greater than equal to I. एंड अगर आपको डायगोनल भी इंक्लूड नहीं करनी तो ये आप इक्वल टू का साइन हटा दो. ठीक है. आई होप समझ में आया होगा अपर ट्राइंगल का आपको. For upper triangle, if I will just write down all the elements that we have, if I will just simply write down all the elements that we have, then you can see that for upper triangle, all the index of j is greater than, okay, let me just clear this out. Let me just clear it out and I will just write it again. Okay, let me just write it again. So for all the, just quickly tell me in the chat section if you have understood this thing which I'm saying. 6, 5, 4, 1, 2, 5 and 7, 9, 7. Okay. So for all the elements of the upper triangle, this is A0, 0, right? A0, 1, A1, A0, 2. Okay. A10, A11, this is A12, this is A20, A21 and A22, right? So for the upper triangle, all the elements, all the index, like j की index for the upper triangle, if you want to consider upper triangle, so j की index will always be greater than equal to I. Now similarly, these are for upper, these are for upper. Now if I will talk about lower, if I will talk about lower triangle, then all the elements जो हम इसमें include करें, they are A00 plus A10 plus A11 plus A20 plus A21 and plus A22. So these are all the elements of lower triangle, right? So in this case, you can observe that always I is greater than equal to J. ठीक है? So for lower elements, like lower triangle elements, I will always be greater than equal to J, and for upper triangle matrix, J will always be greater than equal to I. So these are the two conditions from which you can understand कि कहाँ आपको lower triangle के elements मिलेंगे and कहाँ आपको upper triangle के elements मिलेंगे. And we are going to use these two conditions to get the elements of lower triangle and upper triangle. Now let me do one thing. Let me start writing the loops, and loops लिखने के बाद int I equal to 0, I is less than n and I plus plus, right? And inside this we are going to have a j loop, j ka loop for int j is equals to 0, j is less than n and j प्लस प्लस, राइट. ये तो हमने आई और जे के लूप से, इससे तो हम पूरा एरे अपना ट्रैवर्स कर लेंगे. नाउ हियर द थिंग इज दैट वी नो फॉर अपर ट्राइंगल, हमने यहाँ पे लिख दिया फॉर अपर ट्राइंगल, फॉर अपर वी नो दैट जे विल ऑलवेज बी ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू आई, एंड फॉर लोअर we know that I will always be greater than equal to J. So हम ये दोनों conditions लगा के अपना upper triangle and lower triangle दोनों का sum निकाल लेंगे. So let's assume that 1 is for upper and 2 is for lower. ठीक है? So what we are going to do is, if I is greater than equal to, if I is greater than equal to J, देन इन दिस केस हम किसकी बात कर रहे हैं, लोअर की बात कर रहे हैं. तो हम क्या करेंगे, सम ऑफ सम टू प्लस इक्वल्स टू, हमारे एरे का नाम है मैट्रिक्स ऑफ आई जे. ठीक है, सम टू मेरा लोअर के लिए एंड सम वन में अपर के लिए क्रिएट करें. ठीक है, नाउ लेट मी जस्ट पुट अ कमेंट. ओके, lower triangle elements, lower triangle elements मुझे इस कंडीशन से मिल जाएंगे. नेक्स्ट इज माय अनदर इफ कंडीशन, इफ my j is greater than equal to I, then I am talking about upper triangle, right? So let me again put a comment, upper triangle elements. Okay, so here what I'm going to do is I'm going to just increase someone. Okay, just give me a second. So what I'm going to do is someone plus equals to matrix of I and j. Okay, so now here from here you can understand कि हमारा sum one कैसे हमने upper triangle कैसे create किया, lower triangle कैसे create किया. Now after iterating like पूरा loop खत्म होने के बाद, दोनों inner outer loop खत्म होने के बाद, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add list में I'm going to add lower का and upper का. So first of all I have to add the like elements. बेसिकली पहला आउटपुट में if you will see कि पहले हम अपर का लिखेंगे एंड देन लोअर का लिखेंगे. सो list dot add, don't forget the sequence. अपर के लिए हमने क्या बनाया है, someone, and again we are going to do list dot add sum2. Okay, and then after this what we are going to do is we are just going to return the list. Okay, now I will just compile this and see if the code is perfectly fine, working perfectly fine or not. Now if anyone is having any doubt, you can just ask me. Okay, just a small mistake over here, some typing mistake. Yes. Now if someone is having any doubt, any question, any problem, just quickly tell me in the chat section. I will explain it again. And students, if you have, like, you can see that we have passed all the test cases. Now I would only like to say that if you have seen both the problems and if you have liked it so far, then please click on the like button and share it with your friends as much as you can, and please subscribe to our channel so that you can learn a lot of coding from me. So let's do one thing. Let's just see the next question, which is find the minimum element in BST. Now before me explaining you this question, I would want you students to please tell me that how you can find the minimum element of a binary search tree. It is a very simple question. If you have a little bit idea of what binary search tree is, you can easily tell that which element is the minimum element of a binary search tree. I am waiting for your responses. Please students, please respond on the live chat so that I can understand that how much you guys have any idea about coding and all these data structures. If not, then I can try and explain these things to you all. Okay, so please tell me if you already have an idea of which element is the minimum element of a BST, and if you have an idea of what binary search tree is. If you don't have idea of what binary search tree is, then please go and watch my yesterday's class, because yesterday I told you about what binary search tree is, what binary tree is, and what normal tree is. So we have normal trees, we have binary trees, and then we have binary search trees also. I talked about all three of these things in the previous last video in yesterday's class. So if you don't have idea, just go and check it out. And if you want to learn all these things from Rudra saying, I don't know DSA. Rudra, do you know, do you have idea of basics of programming language? If you have idea of basics of programming language, then I would recommend you, then please just go on YouTube and go on GeeksforGeeks School channel. And once you will go on GeeksforGeeks School channel, just please go on playlist, and inside this playlist you will find this how to learn DSA, first step to DSA playlist. Just go on view full playlist, and from here you can learn about all the data structures. So here you can see that we have talked about each and every data structure, starting from arrays to we have done recursion, we have done linked list, we have done stacks, queues, trees, then we have done trees also, and then we have done graphs also. So we have done quite a bit of things over here. So just go and check it out if you don't have any idea about DSA. Okay, yeah. So in this question, let me start with telling you that how you can just get the minimum element of binary search tree. So as you know, in binary search tree we have this condition that our root is always greater than left element, and our root is always less than right element, right? ये कंडीशन हमारी बाइनरी सर्च ट्री की होती है, एंड आई टोल्ड यू अबाउट दिस इन द लास्ट क्लास ओनली, राइट? सो फॉर ईच एंड एवरी एलिमेंट, इफ दिस इज माई रूट, आई नो दैट मुझे मिनिमम एलिमेंट फाइंड करना है, तो आई नो दैट कि राइट वाले एलिमेंट्स तो बड़े ही होंगे, so there is no point of going in the right sub part, there is no point of going in this section. Let's just go in the left sub part, क्योंकि मुझे पता है कि लेफ्ट के जो एलिमेंट्स हैं वो रूट से छोटे हैं, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in this section. Now again this is my basically now my ट्री, मेरा ट्री छोटा हो गया. अब मेरी प्रॉब्लम सिर्फ इतनी है कि मुझे ये चेक करना है कि इस ट्री के अंदर, इस ट्री के अंदर, दिस इज अ पार्ट ऑफ ट्री, दिस इज अ सब ट्री, इस सब ट्री के अंदर मिनिमम एलिमेंट कौन सा है. नाउ दिस इज अगेन माय रूट एंड आई एम नॉट बॉदर्ड अबाउट द राइट सब ट्री. वैसे तो यहाँ राइट सब ट्री है भी नहीं, बट अगर यहाँ होता इन केस, देन इन दैट केस आई एम नॉट बॉदर्ड अबाउट द राइट सब ट्री, बिकॉज आई नो दैट मेरा जो मिनिमम एलिमेंट है वो लेफ्ट सब ट्री में ही होगा. नाउ माई प्रॉब्लम इज रिड्यूस्ड टू जस्ट दिस सब ट्री. अब मेरे पास यही सब ट्री छोटा सा बचा है. नाउ अगेन दिस इज माई रूट, राइट? नाउ आई नो कि राइट में जाने का कोई फायदा नहीं है, सो आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू कंसिडर द, not even think about the right sub part, I'm just going to think about the left sub part. So मैं left sub tree की बात करूँगी. Now my sub tree is only this, and इसका left में भी null है and इसका right में भी null है. Okay, now in this case your left is also null, right is also null. So when you आप right के बारे में तो सोच ही नहीं रहे, तो ये तो भाड़ में जाए. You are only considered like about the left part. So for this what you are going to do is you are going to check if the left of your node is null, then this is the minimum element. क्योंकि आप अपनी प्रॉब्लम को छोटा करते 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 लास्ट एलिमेंट पे आ गए. सो इफ आपका लेफ्ट नल हो जाएगा, देन इन दैट केस यू कैन से that this is your minimum element, this is your minimum element in a BST. So here you can see the output is 1 and minimum element is also 1, and that is what we are getting. Now how we can write the code for this, I'm going to tell you in a bit. Before that, let's just see another example also, because I want you students to please like have a idea if like we get a problem like this. So hi Netik, you have came really late in today's class. Okay, now if this is my binary search tree, this is a BST, because right में you are getting big elements but left में you don't have a subtree. Now as I told you that in a binary search tree, you are, and if you want to get the minimum element, you are only concerned about the left part, right part से आपको मतलब ही नहीं है. and इसका opposite होता है if you want to get the maximum element. अगर आपको maximum element चाहिए तो आप सिर्फ right सब part से मतलब रखोगे, left से आपको मतलब ही नहीं रहेगा. now in this case you are only concerned about the left sub part, but here the left sub part of the root, this is your root of the root is null. Now whenever you are getting the left sub part as null, so जो element आपका उस time पे आपकी root में होगा, that is your minimum element, and this is your minimum element. ठीक है? So थोड़ा late होगा, not a problem, just watch the video from starting and just please understand all the questions, and इसके बाद अगर कोई doubt हो, so next class that will happen on Monday, उसमें आप doubt पूछ लेना. Okay, so as you can see that what we are going to do is we are just, हमें रूट मिलेगी एक, एंड आप क्या करोगे, आप अपनी रूट से लेफ्ट सब पार्ट में ट्रैवर्स करते चले जाओगे, लेफ्ट सब पार्ट में, राइट? एंड कब तक करते चले जाओगे, जब तक आपको वाइल आपको नल नहीं मिलता, जब तक आपको नल नहीं मिलता. सो व्हाट विल बी द कंडीशन इन दिस केस, वाइल योर रूट इज योर नोड, हियर योर basically you are passing node, so root की जगह node आएगा, is not equals to null. जब तक आपको null नहीं मिल जाता तब तक आप left में चले जाते रहोगे. तो आप क्या करोगे, node को आप change कर दोगे, आपकी node को node equals to node dot left. ठीक है, आप लेफ्ट सब पार्ट में जाते चले जाओगे, एंड जब आपकी नोड के लेफ्ट, आपकी नोड का लेफ्ट नल हो जाएगा, तो उस वक्त नोड का जो भी डेटा होगा दैट इज योर minimum element of the BST. Okay, so let me just quickly write the code for this. I have already run the code, so let me just put it over here only. So here you can see, अगर आपकी नोड null है, अगर बेसिकली आपको जो रूट नोड मिली है, जो आपकी रूट नोड आपको मिली है वही नल है, तो इन दैट केस यू आर नॉट गोइंग टू like you are not going to return any number, उस केस में आपको -1 करना है, because you can see if there is no minimum element so return -1 in that case. Basically आपको कोई बाइनरी बना ही नहीं है, आपको एक नल रूट दे दी है. So in that case yes, yes, नैतिक सारी सॉर्टिंग एल्गोरिथम्स आ रही हैं. दैट्स व्हाई आई सेड कि इस बार कोर्स थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट है, एंड आई वांट रिस्पॉन्सेज फ्रॉम ऑल यू स्टूडेंट्स कि आप लोगों को अगर कुछ स्पेसिफिकली पढ़ना है विच इज़ नॉट प्रेजेंट ऑन गीक्स फॉर गीक्स स्कूल चैनल. एज यू नो दैट स्कूल के चैनल पे वी हैव DSA की प्लेलिस्ट, एंड देयर वी हैव ऑलरेडी कवर्ड ऑल द सॉर्टिंग एल्गोरिथम्स. सो आप वहाँ से भी पढ़ सकते हो. बट स्टिल इफ यू थिंक कि कुछ रह गया है, देयर इज समथिंग लेफ्ट टू कवर, you can just write in the comment section. I'll consider that and I will be teaching that in the next upcoming sessions. ठीक है. सो येस, आई वॉज सेइंग दैट हाँ, यहाँ पे अगर आपको नल रूट मिली है तो आपको -1 रिटर्न करना है. नाउ व्हाट यू आर डूइंग इज, आप एक टेम्पररी नोड बना रहे हो, इसको आप करंट नोड भी बना सकते हो. और आप क्या कर रहे हो, आप लूप डाउन कर रहे हो टू द लेफ्ट मोस्ट लीफ. आप लेफ्ट पार्ट पे लूप डाउन कर रहे हो. कब तक? जब तक आपको कोई भी नोड का जो लेफ्ट है वो नल नहीं मिलेगा. जब तक आपको नल नहीं मिलेगा तब तक आप लेफ्ट सब ट्री में डीप डाउन जाते जाओगे जाते जाओगे. जब आपको नल मिल जाएगा तो जो लास्ट आपकी रूट रहेगी, जो लास्ट स्टोर्ड रूट रहेगी आपकी, आपको उसका डेटा return कर देना है. Okay, now if you will just submit this, so it will work perfectly fine because I have already submitted it and yeah, checked it. So this is the perfect code for this. And yeah, that's it from my side. These are all the 3 questions that I wanted for you all to see for today's class. And yes, now if anyone is having any doubt, you can just quickly ask, and if not, then it's good, and you can come on the Monday's class, and then again we are going to do 3 questions. If you have any specific requests regarding any question, you can just write down in the comment section. I will like see that and I will try and cover that question. And if you students like this series, if you students like me teaching all the questions and all of that, then you can just please like the video and share it with your friends, because if there will be more than 50 students participating from your school specifically, then your school top 3 students of your school will get gifts and prizes. Okay, so yes, that's all from my side, and I will see you all in the next class. Till then, keep coding, take care and be safe. Okay, bye bye everyone.